show is brought to you by the Black Business School, the #1 black wealth institution on earth. To learn how to invest in the stock market for free, please visit firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com, and that link is at the top line of the description box. You got my personal recommendation on that, firstshareofstock.com. All right, man. NBA YoungBoy right now is home. I think out of state right now in Utah on home confinement right now. We all know about the case that he's going through right now. We just received news, right? You guys are not going to believe this, that his home, right, was actually raided by SWAT. And this is actually the home where his mom lives now. A trio of NBA YoungBoys associates were taken into custody. This went down yesterday. And this is for an alleged shooting that happened back in November. Now, a house owned by NBA YoungBoy was raided early yesterday morning, January the 25th. Now, according to report, a SWAT team swarmed the Texas home the rapper brought for his mama. And at the time, they're saying that his mom was actually not home, but the SWAT busted in the house, and 3 of his associates were there. They were taken into custody. Now, police believe the men were involved in a November shooting and left one man seriously wounded. Now, the trio were taken into custody by cops for, check this out, right, possession of assortment of firearms, including long guns, pistols, and even an AK or AR-15 assault rifle. Now, in addition to being accused of possession of guns, these 3 individuals, they were charged with, at the time, aggravated robbery to aggravated assault. Now, according to TMZ, his mother, NBA YoungBoy, was not home at the time, and she or NBA YoungBoy have not been charged. Now, are there any pending charges coming for NBA YoungBoy? That is unknown at this point in time. I wouldn't think so. If you're talking about an incident that went down when he was locked up or on home confinement, when you're on home confinement, they have a GPS monitor, so they can't pin that on him. Now, again, he is currently being locked up in Utah, like I said at the beginning, awaiting his trial for his federal gun possession charges. And we actually just talked about him the other day, him going back and forth with Dirk and things like that, and that whole situation, them taking shots and all that. And all this is being watched, all this is being recorded. And I think at the end of the day, the attitude is, so what? Some of these young guys, so what? Catch me if you can. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I could do it, but shit, you gotta charge me with it first. You gotta catch me with it first. But things, social media, and not even social media, but the way that these guys live their life out in the open and openly threaten people and openly, do all the stuff that they do. It just, these guys are probably sitting up in the office with their feet up, eating popcorn, writing things down, jotting things down, and ultimately going in, and trying to make different arrests and hitting these guys with RICO charges and all that. You know what I mean? So, again, NBA YoungBoy was his house that he owned for his mom, but he was not is not involved so far in this particular case. But still, it just doesn't, perception is reality. And when you're looking at, when you're talking about jurors and, your image and how you're portrayed out there, this is going to weigh in on somebody, especially when the prosecution is already trying to paint you out as something. And when things continue to happen with your name attached to it, it only can be bad. You may not have nothing to do with it, but it's your house. They're saying it's your associates. It's just a bad look. So somebody could be sitting home right now and, they're getting this whole, NBA YoungBoy. They hear his music and stuff, but they get to see all this stuff is being downloaded into their brain about him doing this, and he connected to this and this and this and Dirk. And next thing you know, they're on there and they gotta, judge this guy, and they're like, man, we seen him do all this stuff, so he must be guilty. Not saying that that's fair, but you gotta remember, perception is gonna be reality. And I always say this too: you have to let these young guys grow up, and sometimes people are gonna learn the hard way, but that don't mean that ultimately, I think that there are some good people in this corner, but ultimately people are going to make their own decisions and do what they're going to do They have to suffer the consequences, and that's one thing I learned in life. You suffer the consequences for the decisions that you make, whether it be now, immediate, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever. Usually you'll suffer, whether that be good or bad. So, these guys are young, but you can't keep using that young thing forever. Like, it's a point in time where you got to learn from things, you got to grow up and start moving, in a certain type of way, moving forward. But yeah, man, just wanted to bring you guys that news, man. His house was raided. He has nothing to do with it. He was not arrested, but three individuals were arrested. His mom was not home at the time, and there's no word on if his mom is going to be charged, man. It's your boy Oga, man, Hip Hop News Uncensored, man. We got a special offer right now, man. I need everybody, right, real quick, to go and follow us on Twitter at HHU for Life. That's HHU for Life. I'll leave the tag on the screen. We're like maybe 50 people away from getting 1,000 followers on Twitter. So let's get to that 1,000 mark. But I'm gonna do you a solid. If you are that 1,000 person, if you hit the joint and it says 1,000, screenshot it, send it to me at ogod@hiphopun.com. That's ogod@hiphopun.com. Send that joint to me, and I'm gonna send you something. You know what I mean? Right away. You send me I'm gonna ask you for your Cash App or your PayPal and send you a little, token of my appreciation. So the Twitter is HHU for Life. Don't panic. It's in the description box. If you scroll down a little bit, it says follow us on Twitter. Very, very convenient. Very, very easy to find. If you're number 1,000, send that to me. My email is also way at the bottom line of the description box as well. Last but not least, getting out of here, man. If you guys are, if you have a, song, you got a business, product, anything that you want to put on here, you want to advertise yourself. If you want to advertise it in the first 15 to 30 seconds before each video that we do here on Hip Hop News Uncensored, email us right now at advertise@hiphopun.com. That's advertise@hiphopun.com. And I'm telling you, man, rates are very, very affordable. Try to get your product, your song, your business in front of more people. One thing about business is that, I always make this analogy. I talk about, you can be done built a Mercedes Benz, but you live on an island and nobody comes to that island. You don't leave that island, so nobody knows about that Mercedes Benz on that island. You have to do something to get the word out so people know that, okay, this island right here, they're manufacturing Mercedes Benz, one of the best cars, if not the best car in the daggone world. I need to go get this. Oh, this person got music. I need to go check this out. Oh, this person sells shea butter, sea moss, whatever the case may be. I need to go get this from this person. And it's that and repetition. So just let you know, man, that's a little quick secret for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, leave a comment. Also, man, strike that like button, hit that like button, and make sure you guys, subscribe to Hip Hop News Uncensored for more exclusive just like this one. This is your boy, got it over, and peace.